Hey guys, it's Joseph, and I'm making another video. And this video is about schizophrenia. And so I'm just going to give you guys what I know about schizophrenia. I have it too, and I'm just going to give you some advice about how to deal with schizophrenia and so on. So, how schizophrenia starts is it usually starts with like negative thinking or negative thinking, negative thoughts, and then it accumulates into um, a very clear thoughts, and then it makes you very agitated. It makes you very and then it eventually leads to suicide. So what happens is basically, I mean, it's what happens, is that a person doesn't like you, and then they basically start they have they have they're like mentally ill, and then they start, I don't want to say the word, but they start following you around, and they're like very curious about you, and like they want to know like too much about you, like it's like really creepy stuff. And then they start talking in your head, and then you like, you might just you may never seen them in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You're just doing your own thing, minding your own business. And then you might hear all of a sudden, you hear a voice in your head, but it's not your voice, and it's like saying things to you. So it's like saying, a sentence. I may say a phrase, and then that's usually when you have low symptoms. So when you have low symptoms, that's definitely when you want to deal with it immediately, meaning that you want to move from the location you're at. You're probably in a very bad home, and you're not maybe accepting the fact you're in a bad home. So you need to move out. If you feel like you heard any voices in your head, if it's just one person, you know, you hear a voice in your head, I recommend you move out. It's probably a bad home, and you just need not swallowing the reality pill that you're living a really shitty home. So you need to move out. And then two, if moving out doesn't work, I recommend that you take suicide, because basically this person that has very nosy and is very into you and is giving you schizophrenia, basically, I don't really know how to explain it, because in my last video I was explaining it more, and I was like, these people can have superpowers, and then it's like, then I was saying that there's a bit of technology involved too. So it's like it was confusing, right? So how do I like explain this to you? So it's basically both, but it's like, if I talk about, supernatural beings and schizophrenia, I feel like this video is just gonna lose whatever it had. So let's just say you met a, a you met not a good guy and not a good gal, um, and the person, it they know how to listen to your thoughts, and they know how to, how I was talking in the last video, how they can see your mind and they can see your imagination and all that. So basically, they are very nosy, right? Because it's very evil to do any of those things without unconsensual permission, right? So they start listening to your thinking unconsensually, and then they basically, I don't know what to say, but they either got like people working for them, or they have a robot. It's like a robot that works for them, and it's like, is basically like telling you, talking shit constantly. Okay, it doesn't start like that actually at all. It actually just starts with one word. It can be a compliment. It could be just nice stuff. It could be neutral, nothing. But it could just still be, words that are, definitely not, not your words. So what you want to do, like I said, is move out where you are immediately, And then I also recommend, if that doesn't work, that you actually take yourself out, because what you met is a really bad person. I don't want to get into it, but you have to think about it. Like, I don't want to be too transparent, but I could be. You met. You're probably, if you have this, you probably didn't have a good life. So, and you're probably in a very fucked up home, meaning you need to leave. Basically, I'm Brian is trying to say that someone is trying to kill you. That sounds crazy, and you're probably wondering, why do all his videos end with murder? It's because I'm just trying to help people out, all right? There's a lot of shit people are doing out there that they're not telling people, and they're trying to kill people straight up. They're trying to harass people, they're bullying people to death. There's tons of ways they do it. There's a lot of bad shit out there. You just have to be careful. So, what they do is, like, a creepy person, a bad person gets involved with, it's probably whoever you're living with, and they basically create, it's really fucked up, but it's basically, you hear them a little bit, and then that's when you hear them a little bit, you just hear any voice of any person a little bit. That's when honestly you want to take yourself out, because I'm once you hear a voice a little bit, that is very, you got to think real here. You got to think, okay, what's going on? Okay, why is someone in your head? And then you got to think, okay, who the fuck would do that? That person's probably really shitty person, right? To do that. So then you got to think, and you have to put it together, and you have to say, all right, this is bad. This is basically a shitty person per coming after you. You need to be safe, and you got to take yourself out before someone tries to kill you. So that's what I'm basically trying to tell you what to do. So, but I'm trying to say, like, it starts off from very low symptoms. So it starts off from, like, just a little whispering to, but as long as you hear anything, and it's not your own voice, because you know your own conscience, but it doesn't really have a sound, right? So, but if you hear anything, any voice of any way in your head, I recommend you to run away. Run away from wherever you are and move immediately. If you hear weird sounds in your head that you know isn't from, couldn't come from this or that, make sure that you move out wherever you are. You're probably in a very bad home, and you're just, trying to, whatever. You're probably in a very shitty home. You need a dip. You need a dip. And like I said, I want you to dip, and then you'll probably be fine. But just in case, I recommend you take yourself out, because if you hear any voice in your head, any voices of any kind, you know it's not yours. You think someone's talking to you, communicating with you. I don't care. You think they're roasting, like just being making fun of you, mocking you, insulting you, anything. Even if it starts off very nice and compliments, I need you to take yourself out. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just trying to say the truth. Like, these people are really bad. You got to think about how weird someone is to try to talk to someone you in the head. You got to realize how fucked up in the brain they have to be. So you got to think, oh, someone fucked up in the brain is coming after me, and they want to talk to me in a very weird way, a very unconsensual way. You have to think, do they have really good intentions? Fuck, they don't. So you got to kill yourself immediately. If you feel like you have any symptoms of schizophrenia, you feel like any voices in your head, you gotta move from where you are immediately. And you need, and if that doesn't, whatever happens, that will work. But also, if it keeps happening, you have to kill yourself, because I'm telling you, if you gotta think about how fucked up it is to talk to someone unconsensually. It's basically like someone taking, it's nasty shit. So you have to take yourself out, because they're really nasty ass people. You do not want to fuck with no fucking person that likes to telepathically communicate. You think a person that telepathically communicates is consensual, is cool, is all right? No, they're not. And don't believe it. They're fucked up in the head. Wherever you think you are, you're probably in a fake ass, terrible ass situation. You need a dip. You need a dip at all costs. It's not funny. It's not joke. This is really thing that's killing people. Like, you'll die too. Like, I actually am schizophrenic myself, and I'm telling you what I know about it. But basically started off like that for me, and then mine got escalated. But what I want you to do is, if you hear any voices in your head, I need you to move from where you are if you can, and I need you to, perhaps, if you can't do it, I need you to kill yourself, because basically a bad person, a villain, has found your shit, found you and they don't want to leave you alone. And it's very creepy. They're doing some creepy, nosy, bad shit, villain shit. So I need you to kill yourself before anything bad happens to you because it's actually just going to get worse. So what I'm recommending you do is kill yourself if you have schizophrenia. Action, and then I'm not going to get into it, but you might say, schizophrenia, blah blah blah. It's fake, or okay. First of all, it's real. Shit happens. It actually is real. And you might say, no, if you have one pill, all of it goes away. Okay, that's fake as well. That means that's fake. This whole thing, I mean, remember I told you like a bunch of things they don't tell you, and like, so it's just is just one of them that's just a really fake. So it's just like, oh, it goes away with one pill. That doesn't go away ever. And then oh, it's fake. It only happens in like one of those weird stories, and it's like, no, this shit is real. It's actually happening. It's pretty much serious. You need to take it seriously if you feel like you have any symptoms of schizophrenia or just weird voices, bad voices, strange voices. I need you to kill yourself. I don't know why we have it, but I just know that it's pretty much a villain thing to do, and that the only reason it's happening to you is because some villain found you, and they are low key obsessed with you, and they want to low key kill you. So you have to listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. If you feel like someone is in your head, if you feel that someone is just pervading you or trying to do something bad, trying to do something weird to you, something uncomfortable, I need you to dip and I need you to kill yourself immediately because these people are trying, have no good intentions. They are trying to get you killed. So that's what I just want to say. And yes, this whole schizophrenia thing, very fake. All the shit they say on the internet is very fake. You can develop it. No pill's gonna take it away. Only thing that's really gonna take it away is you move from where you are or kill yourself. So that's the only way it pretty much works. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And like I said, if you show anything, if you feel like you have anything, I just advise you to kill yourself. So yeah, that's all I have to say. And thanks for watching. Um, yeah. Also, um, oh my gosh. Okay, if you hear buzzing noises, um, you need to be careful. So if you hear like buzzing noises, like you're just walking, and you hear buzzing noises, you need to move to a different area because that is sometimes how schizophrenia can start. So let's say you're in a bad area, town, a bad city, a bad state. You may like it, you may not like it, you probably don't like it at all. I recommend you move. If you hear buzzing sounds and it's like you think you're just walking around and you just hear a buzz, but like you don't know where it is, you just hear a buzzing bzz, you have to move out of there quick because I think this is pretty much how they start a very murderous process of trying to kill you. And then I think it's, remember I said it's supernatural attack? So it's like, I mean, I don't want to explain it in this video. I mean, I could explain it, but I mean, I'm making them seem like different topics, but they're the same thing. The supernatural people that's out there who's out trying to kill people, and then there's the tech out there that's trying to kill people as well. And then like, but I don't want to like make the vid seem too weird, but they're all combined. But so it's like, why can they talk to your thoughts, and then like why can they respond like to your thoughts? So I need you to think, I need you to be like, okay, all right, so it could be a villain. It's pretty much a villain involved using the tech or being supernatural themselves, being able to basically just say whatever the fuck they want to you whenever they want. So it's really bad. But I just need you to be careful, and I want you to be safe. So that's why I say if you have any negative voices, if you hear buzzing sounds, I need you to get out of there really fast because I think I'm almost for sure that that is how schizophrenia starts. It usually starts with noises that you can't explain, and then it turns into weird voices, and then you end up to really bad voices, and then you end up dead. So what I want you to do, if you feel like you have noises that you can't explain, weird noises, it can be a little bit of shouts or just loud noises or a buzzing sound, must be the buzzing sound, or voices that why is this person in my head? Why can this person respond to what I'm thinking? Why do I feel like this person is seeing what I'm seeing? And why do I feel like this person is like in my brain? It's because you met a villain, and I'm trying to tell you, yes, it can be a supernatural villain, it could be a crazy tech, it's all possible. I mean, I could say the truth, and the truth is that it's a combination of hacking, stalking, and super tech. So basically, someone basically hacked your shit, so they know what you're doing. And remember, I told you about the other stuff, so like how people can like know what you're thinking, but they don't have to hack you. And I said, remember, there's remote hacking, so like you have to be careful. So that means like even it's a combination of hacking, stalking, and then that's pretty much it. Because you got to think about it. Why do you think someone is speaking to yourself in the head, right? So you got to think, okay, how the fuck they find you? So you got to be like, okay, they found you under inappropriate means because you probably never told them, right? That means that's a stalker. And then you have to think, okay, they found me, and then it's like, how do they, know what I'm doing? How are they able to respond to some of the things I'm doing? And then you got to think hacking. You got to think hacking. So you got to be like the combination of stalking, hacking, a little more stuff, but it's basically a bad guy, a bad girl that found you. Not always, bad girls everywhere. Bad girls, probably a bad girl, found you, and then they're trying to kill you. So that's what I'm trying to explain. I know this video was a bit long. I did go over a little bit too much, but that's what I want you to know. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.